In an absolutely mind-boggling twist that could shake up the British monarchy, Nostradamus's mysterious prophecies have come back to haunt the present day. His eerie predictions, known for their unsettling accuracy, are causing quite a stir in the historic halls of Buckingham Palace. As the world looks on in fascination, it seems that these ancient predictions are starting to reveal a hidden future for the royal family, a future full of intrigue and suspense. Dive in with us as we explore what Nostradamus has to say about the royals, leaving everyone holding their breath, hoping these predictions don't come true. One particularly shocking prophecy points to worries about Kate's health, but the biggest of them all was his foretelling of Queen Elizabeth II's passing. Stay tuned for some of the most intriguing and astonishing stories surrounding the royal family. Nostradamus and Kate Middleton, a startling prediction. Recently, some of Nostradamus's writings have sparked new interest, especially among those following the British royal family. With all the buzz about the monarchy and concerns over the health of key figures, people have been digging into his predictions. One particularly striking interpretation involves Kate Middleton. According to a quatrain, a prominent woman connected to the monarchy is foretold to face a serious health crisis in 2024. The specific lines say, "The great woman will succumb to a sorrowful fate, her health ailing in the year of the Dragon's Gate." From the land of Britain's whispers of dread, the crown's support shaken by what lies ahead. Many have linked this ominous prediction to Kate Middleton, suggesting she might suffer from a rare form of cancer. Although there's no official confirmation about the type of illness, just the thought of Kate, the beloved Princess of Wales, facing such a serious health battle has understandably stirred concern among fans and royal watchers alike. Since marrying Prince William in 2011, Kate has won over millions with her grace, dedication to charitable causes, and her role as a mother to future heirs. The news of her health struggles has drawn widespread public and media attention. The mention of the Year of the Dragon's Gate could be a symbolic nod to 2024 in the Chinese zodiac, adding yet another layer of mystery to this prophecy. The potential impact of a crisis within the royal family reaches far beyond any individual tragedy. As a symbol of stability and tradition, the monarchy faces immense pressure, especially in times of personal or public challenges. Public reaction has been a blend of empathy and concern, with many asking what these events could mean for the future of the monarchy and its capacity to carry out its responsibilities in trying times. Nostradamus's prophecy mentions whispers of dread and shaking support for the crown, suggesting a deep emotional and psychological strain on the royal family. Such a strain could influence public perception and support. One of the most unsettling lines in the prophecy refers to a great woman meeting a tragic end, leading some to speculate whether this refers to a major figure in the monarchy. While some wonder if this prediction might hint at Queen Camilla, others think it could point to Kate Middleton facing a difficult fate, possibly tied to health issues by the end of 2024. This scenario has sparked debates about what kind of crisis might lie ahead and whether it could trigger significant changes within the royal structure. Some believe that this crisis could even lead to a historic moment for King Charles and test his leadership. If this prophecy does hold any truth, his ability to steer the monarchy through turbulent times will be pivotal for its future. Decisions he makes could greatly impact the public's trust in him and the continuity of the institution itself. Nostradamus's prophecy also hints at the possibility of Charles being unwilling to compromise on certain issues, like divorce, which some suggest could lead to abdication. There's also a surprising theory that he might be replaced by an unexpected figure, with some speculating that Prince Harry could play a role in the future of the monarchy. Whether or not these predictions are accurate is anyone's guess, but they certainly reflect the uncertainty and mystery surrounding the royal family's future. The king's fate, according to Nostradamus. One of Nostradamus's well-known predictions centers around King Charles III, suggesting that his reign could be marked by major challenges and turmoil. The prophecy describes him as an old lion who will encounter strife and division, hinting at a reign troubled by loyalty issues and unrest. Many see this as forecasting both political and social tension under King Charles's rule. King Charles III, who stepped up after Queen Elizabeth II, inherited a legacy of stability, but also faced modern issues. The phrase, "the old lion crowned anew," alludes to his age at the time of ascending the throne and the considerable expectations resting on him. Strife and conflict, as foreseen, could take shape through rising Republican sentiments questioning the monarchy's relevance and growing political challenges. Socially, unrest might arise from economic struggles, cultural shifts, or the monarchy's role in addressing these concerns. The prophecies' mention of a divided kingdom may hint at potential splits, whether within the royal family itself or among the public, reflecting differences in support for the monarchy. The imagery of a knife cutting through his reign symbolizes profound and unexpected troubles that could destabilize his rule, including personal controversies or divisive events. Whether these predictions play out as forecasted is uncertain, but they certainly underscore the pressures and uncertainties Charles may face as he navigates his role in an ever-evolving society. One of Nostradamus's quatrains discusses a king of the Isles, who, after a controversial divorce, could be succeeded by someone lacking the traditional symbols of kingship. Scholars like Mario have interpreted this as possibly referring to King Charles, who divorced Princess Diana. If this interpretation holds, it suggests that King Charles might one day be forced to abdicate, opening the door for a successor like Prince Harry. Prince Harry, although a royal by birth, has taken an unconventional path. He served in the military, including a deployment to Afghanistan, and has been deeply involved in humanitarian causes. In 2020, he and his wife, Meghan Markle, made the significant decision to step back from senior royal duties, moving to the U.S. in search of financial independence and greater privacy. This move drew widespread attention, and some believe it aligns with Nostradamus's prediction about an unlikely royal successor. The theory speculates that Harry's choice to distance himself from the royal family, renounce certain royal titles, and live abroad could make him the non-traditional heir Nostradamus hinted at. Though this interpretation is purely theoretical, Nostradamus's cryptic quatrains have often led to eerie predictions about the British monarchy and European royalty. While this prophecy remains open to interpretation, the possibility of Prince Harry stepping into a new role has certainly stirred interest among royal watchers. Nostradamus's royal predictions through history. Nostradamus's predictions have been tied to several significant royal events over the centuries. One of his most famous quatrains is associated with the death of King Henry II of France and the subsequent rise of Queen Elizabeth I. King Henry II reigned from 1547 to 1559 and was a central figure in European politics, focusing on strengthening the French monarchy, expanding territories, and challenging the Habsburg Empire. Tragically, Henry's life ended in 1559 during a jousting tournament celebrating his daughter Elizabeth's marriage to Philip II of Spain. A lance held by Gabriel Montgomery broke with a splinter fatally piercing Henry's eye. Despite the efforts of his physicians, Henry died 10 days later. Nostradamus's quatrain, widely seen as predicting this event, described a young lion defeating an older lion in a duel by piercing his eyes through a golden cage. This verse, found in Quatrain 135, speaks of a cruel death, which many see as eerily matching Henry's fate. Some also suggest that this quatrain hinted at the rise of Queen Elizabeth I, symbolized by a lion, around the same period. Elizabeth ascended the English throne in 1558, following her half-sister Queen Mary I. Her reign brought political intrigue and religious challenges as her legitimacy was questioned due to her father Henry VIII's turbulent marital history. Yet Elizabeth's intelligence, political skill, and personal charm soon solidified her position and began what is now known as the Elizabethan age. Nostradamus's insights, though often cryptic, have intrigued historians and scholars who continue to explore the possible connections between his quatrains and key royal events in history. The Elizabethan era, a time of triumph and turmoil. Elizabeth's reign, known as the Elizabethan era, was a vibrant period marked by cultural revival and the expansion of English power overseas. One of the crowning achievements of her rule came in 1588 when England defeated the Spanish Armada, firmly establishing itself as a leading naval power. This era also saw a flourishing of the arts, especially through the legendary works of William Shakespeare, making the 16th century a pivotal time in English history. Nostradamus is often thought to have predicted the tumultuous reign of Mary, Queen of Scots, and the peace that Elizabeth would bring afterward. One notable prophecy states, "A great queen shall rise from the northern land. Her rule will bring calm to troubled skies at hand. Though many will oppose her, her resolve will not break. Her strength will usher a new dawn for the crown to take. Mary, Queen of Scots, had a reign filled with political and religious strife. Born in 1542, she became queen at just 6 days old after her father, James V of Scotland, passed away. Much of her early life was spent in France, where she was engaged to Francis the Dauphin and later married him in 1558. Mary returned to Scotland to assume her reign in earnest in 1561 after Francis II died, but she came back to a country torn apart by the Reformation. Her Catholic faith put her at odds with the predominantly Protestant Scottish nobility, leading to a series of confrontations and power struggles. Her marriage to Henry Stuart, Lord Darnley, only compounded her troubles, marked by conflict and jealousy. The scandal surrounding Darnley's mysterious murder in 1567, coupled with her controversial union with James Hepburn, Earl of Bothwell, widely believed to be involved in Darnley's death, sparked a rebellion against her rule. Forced to abdicate in favor of her infant son, James VI of Scotland, Mary fled to England seeking Elizabeth's protection. However, she was imprisoned by her cousin, Queen Elizabeth I, which led to a tragic end for a queen whose life was a mix of ambition and turmoil. The intertwining fates of these two queens highlight the political and religious complexities of the time, as well as the prophetic words of Nostradamus that seem to capture the essence of their turbulent era. Elizabeth viewed Mary as a serious threat due to Mary's legitimate claim to the English throne and her ability to rally Catholic support. Elizabeth's rise to power in 1558 ushered in a time of relative stability and prosperity, especially after the turbulent reign of her half-sister, Mary Woy, often nicknamed Bloody Mary, for her harsh persecution of Protestants. Mary III's rule exacerbated religious divisions in England, while Elizabeth adopted more moderate Protestant policies that aimed to promote national unity. Her pragmatic leadership and adept handling of court politics and international relations helped solidify her position on the throne. Now let's dive back into our discussion and take a look at some noteworthy track records that highlight the significant aspects of Nostradamus's predictions. A trace back to fulfilled predictions. To really understand why Nostradamus's predictions about the British royal family are such a big deal, we need to take a look back at some of his most famous prophecies that seem to have come true. These events showcase his knack for predicting key moments in British history and give us a context for his insights into today's monarchy. One of Nostradamus's most well-known predictions is about the Great Fire of London in 1666. He wrote, "The blood of the just will be demanded of London, burnt by fire in the year 66. The ancient lady will fall from her high place, and many of the same sect will be killed." Many believe this quatrain refers to the devastating fire that swept through much of London, marking a significant moment in British history. The Great Fire kicked off in the early hours of September 2, 1666, starting in a bakery on Pudding Lane. Fueled by strong winds and the city's tightly packed wooden structures, the flames spread rapidly, destroying homes, churches, and businesses over 3 days. In total, about 13,200 houses, 87 parish churches, St. Paul's Cathedral, and countless other buildings were consumed by the fire, leaving tens of thousands of people homeless. When Nostradamus mentioned the blood of the just, some interpret it as referring to the many lives affected by the fire, both directly and indirectly. While the actual death toll was relatively low, the social and economic consequences were catastrophic. The ancient lady falling from her high place is often seen as a metaphor for London itself, a city of historical and cultural significance brought low by the flames. After the fire, King Charles II and his government initiated an ambitious rebuilding project, with notable figures like Sir Christopher Wren designing the new St. Paul's Cathedral and other iconic buildings that still stand today. The period of reconstruction following the Great Fire of London not only led to significant advancements in architecture and urban planning, but also helped shape the modern city we recognize today. Nostradamus's quatrain, with its mention of the year 66 and vivid imagery of fire and destruction, closely mirrors the events of the Great Fire, continuing to captivate scholars and enthusiasts alike with its apparent foresight of such a monumental event in British history. The death of Queen Elizabeth II has reignited interest in connecting Nostradamus's prophecies to the royal family, leading to an ongoing fascination with drawing parallels between his writings and contemporary events. One interpretation that has garnered particular attention centers on Queen Elizabeth II's passing. Mario Redding's book, Nostradamus, The Complete Prophecies for the Future, published in 2005, has stirred widespread interest with its seemingly accurate prediction of the Queen's death. This book delves into Nostradamus's often cryptic 16th century prophecies, but it is a specific prediction that has gained newfound relevance following the Queen's death in 2022 at the age of 96. Before her passing, only 5 copies of Redding's book were sold in the week leading up to the event. However, after September 8, 2022, over 8,000 copies flew off the shelves, significantly shifting the book's situation. The prediction that Queen Elizabeth II would die circa 22 at the age of around 96 has drawn considerable attention, prompting questions about its eerie accuracy. Is it merely a coincidence? Or is there something deeper within Nostradamus's writings? This debate remains alive, particularly as sales of the book continue to soar. The sudden spike in interest highlights not only the enduring impact of Queen Elizabeth II, but also the universal fascination with the possibility of predicting the future. Her passing, occurring at such a pivotal age and moment, resonated deeply with people and intensified the allure of prophecy in contemporary culture. The intriguing alignment of Nostradamus's prophecies with actual historical events further deepens interest in the relevance of his predictions concerning the British royal family, both in the past and present. As we look toward the future, Nostradamus's quatrains continue to evoke a sense of mystery and foreboding. Many wonder if they hold clues about what lies ahead for the monarchy and the world at large. The year 2024 is anticipated to bring heightened scrutiny of these ancient predictions. The enduring influence of Nostradamus's work indicates that people are continually searching for meaning and signs of what may come, seeking reassurance that history, despite its unpredictability, might have been foreseen centuries ago. Whether Nostradamus truly possessed prophetic insight or his writings are merely subject to interpretation, his prophecies provoke a powerful blend of fascination and fear, particularly when associated with globally significant figures like Queen Elizabeth II and the British royal family. This combination of curiosity and mystery ensures that his works will continue to be analyzed and debated for years to come. The possibilities they present, no matter how vague or symbolic, keep the conversation alive regarding the potential for future events to be foretold. According to Nostradamus's writings, 2024 is expected to be a crucial turning point for the British royal family, raising compelling questions about the future of the monarchy. Nostradamus's quatrains have been studied for centuries, with many claiming he accurately predicted key historical events, such as the Great Fire of London. The connection between his predictions and real-world occurrences not only enriches our understanding of history, but also opens a dialogue about the nature of prophecy itself. As we move forward, the allure of Nostradamus's enigmatic writings will likely inspire further exploration of their implications for the present and future of the royal family, and beyond. The speculation surrounding 2024 as a pivotal year for the British royal family invites considerable intrigue, particularly regarding the potential for dramatic changes that could involve transitions of power or shifts in the monarchy's role. Given the enduring significance of the royal family in both British culture and global affairs, any predictions indicating major transformations capture widespread attention. These anticipated changes could encompass political adjustments, personal developments, or broader institutional shifts. Nostradamus's work, known for its cryptic and often foreboding nature, has long been intertwined with key historical events. This connection raises fascinating possibilities about what the future may hold for the monarchy. Scholars and enthusiasts alike remain on edge, contemplating whether the ominous warnings embedded in Nostradamus's quatrains might once again come to fruition as we approach this critical moment. His reputation for predicting monumental events, such as the Great Fire of London, the rise and fall of leaders, and significant global upheavals, adds to the anticipation surrounding 2024. The idea that this year could herald significant developments in the fate of the royal family aligns with a long-standing interest in Nostradamus's prophecies, reinforcing the notion that history may be poised to repeat itself. As we delve deeper into the implications of these predictions, the allure of Nostradamus's writings remains potent. The combination of curiosity and apprehension ensures that his quatrains will continue to be scrutinized, with many wondering if 2024 will indeed bring about a transformative chapter for the British royal family. The enigmatic nature of his predictions keeps the dialogue alive, inviting ongoing exploration of their potential relevance in shaping the future. Queen Elizabeth II's inheritance. So, here's a wild thought. Nostradamus, the famous seer, allegedly predicted that Queen Elizabeth II's whopping $511 million inheritance would be affected by a secret lover. This little twist adds some serious drama to the late Queen's already fascinating wealth, which was estimated to be around $465 million. This speculation ties back to one of Nostradamus's old prophecies, specifically from Quatrain 23, where he hints at a potential scandal involving the British crown. According to him, something like a bombshell revelation is set to shake up the royal family after some mysterious letters are discovered in the Queen's possession, letters without signatures or names. These letters, according to the prophecy, will be about inheritance issues and will remain a mystery, including the identity of the supposed secret lover. Sounds intriguing, right? This cryptic clue suggests that someone close to the royal family might have influenced how the Queen's fortune was distributed, raising questions about how transparent their wealth really is. Despite some skepticism, especially in the UK, people are buzzing about whether Nostradamus really predicted Queen Elizabeth's passing and her secret financial affairs. If that prophecy turns out to be true, it could mean that UK intelligence might have to step in to ensure a smooth transition of power without any scandals popping up. And let's not forget how royal finances work. Royal family members don't have to pay taxes on the wealth they inherit from previous monarchs. So, Queen Elizabeth II had every reason to pass on her fortune to her eldest son, King Charles III, which helped him dodge those hefty tax bills that the rest of us would have to deal with. Nostradamus's supposed prediction about a potential inheritance scandal certainly adds a dramatic flair to the royal succession process. If any hidden truths or secret relationships come to light, it could really rock the monarchy's foundations just as the prophecy suggests. But you can bet that the royal family and government agencies will do everything they can to keep any controversy from messing up their carefully planned transfer of wealth and power. So what do you think about all this? Do you think Nostradamus's predictions about Kate will actually come true? There's a particular prophecy that talks about a great woman facing some tough times, and it feels especially relevant right now as Kate Middleton deals with her health issues. As she navigates this challenging period, you can bet she'll be under the media's microscope, with everyone worrying about how she's doing. The health of royal figures has always sparked a lot of interest and curiosity, and any news about Kate could really affect how people see the monarchy. How the royal family reacts to this situation is super important, especially when it comes to managing their public image and keeping things solid within their ranks. We've seen this before, like when King George VI battled lung cancer or when Prince Philip had heart surgery. Those moments caught a lot of public attention and shaped how people viewed the royals. So, with all eyes on them during this potential crisis, it'll be crucial for the royal family to handle their communication wisely and show a united front to keep up their reputation and support from the public. Lately, though, the royal family hasn't said much about Kate's health struggles, which kind of echoes Nostradamus's quatrains about a sad fate for the great woman. One line mentions her health failing in the year of the Dragon's Gate, which sounds pretty ominous. This cryptic message hints that there could be some challenges ahead for the royal family, especially as they try to maintain the crown's image while dealing with whispers of worry from the public. The prophecy suggests that the monarchy's support might be shaken by what's coming, leading to some uncertainty about their public image. On top of that, Nostradamus's predictions seem to point to possible hurdles for King Charles as he steps into his role as monarch. These challenges could come in all shapes and sizes, from political unrest to personal scandals that could put his reign at risk. Taking the throne after Queen Elizabeth II's long and stable reign, King Charles is under a lot of pressure to keep the monarchy relevant in our fast-changing world. Political turmoil could pop up from a few different areas, like debates about the monarchy's place in a modern democracy, movements pushing for republicanism in Commonwealth countries, or even family squabbles that could become public dramas. These kinds of controversies could distract from the monarchy's usual duties and put the royal family under the spotlight regarding their actions and decisions. Personal scandals, whether real or just rumors, could make things even trickier for King Charles. Any hint of scandal might trigger a media frenzy, which could lead to a drop in public support and trust in the monarchy. This scrutiny could also have bigger implications for the future of the monarchy, such as shifting public opinions about its relevance and increasing demands for constitutional reforms to redefine the royal family's role in the UK. As King Charles navigates these potential bumps in the road, he may need to adapt to a more modern view of royalty while still honoring the institution's historical significance. The mix of Kate Middleton's health issues and King Charles III's challenges creates a crucial moment for the monarchy. It highlights the importance of effective communication, public engagement, and a strong strategy to deal with the complexities of royal life today. The royal family will need to act quickly to tackle these challenges and build resilience and trust with the public as they move forward in a world that's watching closely. The people's speculations. The way people react to these unfolding events will play a huge role in shaping the future of the British monarchy. Over the years, support for the royal family has gone up and down in response to various crises and triumphs, showing that public sentiment is both dynamic and easily influenced by what's happening at the moment. During tough times, the monarchy has often positioned itself as a symbol of stability and continuity, acting as a comforting presence for the nation. However, significant challenges could either strengthen public support or spark calls for reform and a re-evaluation of the monarchy's role in today's society. Right now, the British public is especially engaged and vocal, thanks in part to extensive media coverage and the way news spreads on social media. Every little development involving the royal family gets dissected, commented on, and shared, which leads to a quick spread of information and public opinion. If a health crisis arises involving a beloved figure like Kate Middleton, it could inspire a wave of sympathy and boost public support, bringing people together around a shared concern for her well-being. The emotional connection many folks feel toward the royal family can strengthen their resolve to stand by the monarchy during tough times. Overall, it's clear that public sentiment can shift quickly, and how the royal family navigates these challenges will be key to maintaining their place in British society. On the flip side, if King Charles runs into political trouble or personal scandals, the fallout could be pretty serious. Such events might lead to widespread disappointment and spark a growing interest in republicanism among people who value transparency and accountability. Any hint of impropriety or a sense of being disconnected from the public could seriously damage the monarchy's reputation. The possibility of rising Republican sentiments is a genuine concern, especially if the royal family seems out of touch with the everyday lives of the people. The monarchy's ability to tackle these challenges while staying relevant will really depend on how well it can adapt and respond to what the public expects. As it evolves, the institution needs to clearly communicate its role and purpose in today's society, ensuring it aligns with the values and hopes of the British people. Nostradamus's predictions for the royal family have the potential to both shock and fascinate, stirring up a mix of curiosity and anxiety. Whether or not you believe in his prophetic skills, the connections drawn between his quatrains and modern events are definitely captivating. As 2024 unfolds, all eyes will be on the British royal family, with the public and media eagerly watching to see if these ancient prophecies come to life. The unfolding story will be closely monitored as citizens ponder what Nostradamus's predictions might mean for the future of the royal family, deepening the link between historical foresight and current realities. Now that we've heard all that Nostradamus has to say, let's dig into his origins and maybe find some originality in those predictions. Well, Nostradamus, whose full name is Michel de Nostradam, was born on December 1, 1503, in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence, France. He's best known for his work Les Prophéties, a collection of 942 poetic quatrains that many believe predict future events. He wrote this compilation in 1555, and since then, his predictions have been linked to various significant historical events like the Great Fire of London, the rise of Napoleon and Hitler, and even the September 11th attacks. While some people criticize his forecast for being a bit vague, which makes them a hot topic for debate, there's no denying that the prophecies that have come true both fascinate and disturb many. This intrigue keeps people coming back to his predictions time and again. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also click on the next video that's popping up on your screen.